So, what is grounding and why is everybody talking about it? And most importantly, how do you do it? Hint, there's actually hundreds of ways to ground. My name is Jennifer Van Wyk, and I'm an aid worker, a psychotherapist, and a best-selling author. And this video is all about the one technique I use with every single one of my clients. Grounding is universally needed for all of us. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm definitely one of those people where I like to tailor the way I work with people depending on who they are, what works best for them, how they operate, how they think, how they feel. But grounding I use with everybody. So what is it and why is it so important? First of all, grounding does three things. It gets you into the present moment. This is essential because the present moment's the only thing that actually exists. The past, no longer here. The beginning of this video, I am no longer that person, right? The future, it has yet to arrive. But the present moment, this right now, that's where all the power is because that's where we can change our reality. This is the one thing that works. That is such an important concept. That's why mindfulness, all these techniques are all about getting into the power of now, as Eckhart Tolle says. So present moment, that's where the power is. That's what grounding helps you do. The second thing that grounding helps you do is it really helps you get into your body. Why is this important? Again, similar to being in the present moment, if we want to process our emotions and transform them or let them go, we actually have to be in the body. Often people who struggle with anxiety, you are up here because you're trying to remember all the things that happened in the past, and then you're trying to plan for and control all the things that can happen in the future. And then what happens is you're just spinning your wheels. If we want to heal, if we want to be in control of our ways of thinking, of our actions, of ourselves, then we need to be in this body. We are here on earth. We are not anywhere else. And that's something that I've actually really grappled with. But you have to accept that we are humans right here, right now, and we need to be in our human body if we want to do anything. Another metaphor is if you want to exist in the metaverse, then you have to have an avatar. If you want to exist in this world, you have to have a body and you need to be inside of it. So grounding helps you actually be in your body. When I teach it to kids, actually, I have them stand across from each other and just push each other gently. And then when we practice grounding, and then they push each other again. And what they find is you're actually more solid. You're harder to push over, really. So that leads me kind of to the third reason why grounding is so important. And that's what we call centering. Centering is all about being in your body, but having that strength of who you are, being aligned. I think grounding actually even can reduce your center of gravity. As much as I can be weird and I love ideas and my emotions and the heart, I love everything I do needs to have practical implications. It needs to actually make your life better. We can have all these great ideas and ways of being, but if it doesn't make your life better now, what's the point? And grounding is something that I use to drive around corners faster, to make me feel more solid. If I'm nauseous, I'll ground. During this video, I ground because it gives me just a bigger, a more confident sense of self. So that's what centering is and why grounding is so important. So how do you ground? As I mentioned before, there's actually hundreds of ways to ground. You can drink water. That's very grounding. You can notice things that you see, you feel, you hear. That's often how we teach people that are struggling with trauma or severe trauma, that we'll teach them how to ground in that way, because being in your body can be very uncomfortable because that's also where all your emotions live. Another way to ground, yoga. Very grounding. There's even some mudras or some hand positions that can really help you ground. It's absolutely incredible. I would love to actually learn more about that. So if you have resources on that, please let me know in the comments below. Another way to ground that has become a lot more popular or has gotten some media attention is the idea of walking barefoot outside. So connecting your feet with the earth in some way. That's also another way to ground. My favorite way to ground, if you know me at all, is definitely through visualizations. I have a free grounding visualization that's on this channel. I'll provide the link below so that you can listen to that whenever you want. And why I think this way to ground for me and for the people I've worked with has been so effective is because your brain can't tell the difference between your imagination and reality. I always say, imagine eating a lemon, having the juice squeeze, you know you're not eating a lemon, but your mouth still creates all that saliva. Even though right now you know you're not eating a lemon, your body still is reacting as if you were. And that's the beauty of visualizations is we know whatever we're imagining isn't really happening, but it doesn't matter. Our body still thinks it is. So visualizing, one of the most popular ones, I have two visualizations that I do with my clients, and I'll go through both of them because some people, especially if you've got a history of trauma, you won't like the tree grounding. And then I also have a cord grounding, which is less a feeling of connected or stuckness is how they interpret it. But you can use either one and you can alternate. Usually, sometimes I'll use the tree grounding, which again, you have free access to. Sometimes I'll use the cord grounding. And why this is so important is because it really gives your body this felt sense of being connected to, like, deeply to the earth, either the center of the earth or really deep down. And also what I like to do is give a moment where you can soak up the nourishing strength of the earth. And then also you can just let whatever you don't need, whatever thoughts, emotions, beliefs you don't need, to just fall off of you. So that's kind of what the visualization grounding encompasses, those three things of really connecting to the earth, really being in your body, soaking up consciously any energy or strength or peaceful power that you need, and then also letting go of what you don't need. So let me know if you have a better way or an effective way for you. I think we're all different, and that's what's so amazing about humanity is different things work for different people. So let me know what you think and what works for you in terms of grounding. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more, then please go into the links in the description below, and you'll be able to find out more about how I work and more resources for you. I hope you have a wonderful day.